or tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brad Tavares. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Shara Bullet.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's go.
All right, early round action here featuring the longtime Extreme Couture staple, Brad Tavares. Well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts sometimes can be an overused term, but it certainly applies to Tavares. Outstanding striker, plus athlete, great takedowns, and he believes his toughness could be relied upon in this competitive matchup here tonight.
Nice knee, yep. No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Lands a shot to the leg. Back and forth we go.
Uppercut.
Tavares is cut above the eye, and that blood figures to start to trickle down. Could compromise his vision here moving forward. Oh, massive kick lands flush.
He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
Oh, here's the head kick, it's blocked.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you're blocking a little bit, they still put damage on you.
Just misses with the right. 2 minutes now to go. And now some separation.
Nice kick, yep.
Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
Nice jab there by Tavares.
Liver kick.
Connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Oh, beautiful jab there by the Hawaiian Brad Tavares. Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him.
Round 2 straight ahead. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Tavares is bleeding pretty bad from the forehead here. Hopefully the cut man can nip that in the bud and make sure that that blood doesn't trickle down into his eyes as the next round begins. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Lands a jab.
Punch got blocked there.
Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good. Right hand, yup. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here?
great defense. That punch had no chance.
Oh, nice straight punch there by Brad Tavares.
Sneaky head kick.
Wow, strong roundhouse kick there.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Three minutes now to go in round two. Well, the octagon, not a great place to be when you're looking for a rest or a stool. His stamina has been a huge issue. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on beat street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight. Oh! He's giving him so many different things right now.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Man. Oh,
my goodness.
Went for the inside leg kick.
Separate.
Still unable to find that precise range with the high kicks. And the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side. Well, he is at his kickboxing best tonight. Another nice, good series of kicks by him there.
I mean, the kicks are coming in bunches. Normally it's the hands. Tonight he's throwing kick after kick after kick.
Got the single collar tie. Beats a jab there. Oh, is he opened up now? Nasty cut on the bridge of the nose. Two rounds in the books.
Stop.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, we got a few clips for you, DC, of all the damage doled out in that round, and his eye continuing to be the main target.
I mean, he's getting hammered. He is getting hit in that spot over and over again. And because of that, his opponent has gained in confidence, and he is very limited in what he can do in his approach, because safety has to be first now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight. There's a kick. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to get wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him, you can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut, and it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer.
What a thunderous head kick.
Shot to the body. He told us he was going to attack that region. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. It does not get much better than that.
Oh! That's it!
Oh, my goodness!
With a huge knockout tonight.
Oh, boy!
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 39 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Brad Tavares.
Well, the celebration is on over there in the corner, and nothing subdued about it. They put a lot of time into this training camp and into this performance, and certainly their athlete delivered.
It was a result that they desired. They said, I don't care how this match ends, as long as I'm not standing there waiting on the judges. He got his opponent hurt, and he found the follow-up shots that allowed him to get the TKO.
Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Damian Maia. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ben Funky.
Ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Well, his grappling is as functional in mixed martial arts as any Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner in the world. Here is the welterweight contender, Damian Maia, north of 40 now, but still amidst a career resurgence and in the best form of his career. We'll see how Damian Maia approaches this striker-grappler stylistic challenge tonight. Well, he's got him softened up here.
That was nice. Defensive savant. He blocked that punch. Lands a beautiful leg kick.
Nice combination on the feet, and now works it to a takedown.
Great job changing the position and getting that reversal.
All right, so he's setting up for a submission here. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, might get the win here by finish. Oh, he got out again. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Oh, he's working for the sub.
Oh, attempting to go for the leg now. Heel hook looks tight.
That heel hook looks tight and painful. What he's got to do now, though, is keep the heel hooked inside the crevice of his arm if he wants to finish the fight.
Oh, he's out. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Final seconds of round 1. Second round, straight ahead.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Respira pra mim. Muito bom, Rock. Very good round, okay? You're very, very close to getting those submissions, okay?
All right, so we get you some replays here as this one goes the distance, and I think a little bit of an edge to that corner just given all the submission attempts.
He never rested. Johnny never rested on the bottom, right? Every time he was on the bottom, he was throwing up submissions. If he got a chance on top, he was attacking submissions. There has to be points awarded to the guy that is constantly chasing to finish the fight. I believe he did that, and I believe he earned the victory.
All right, let's get to round 2. Straight punch there again. Been there all night.
Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar tie.
Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. I mean, I cannot believe what we are watching.
That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Gonna try to take his opponent's back here, and he does.
Let's work. I'm gonna stand this up.
Oh, right to the mount.
Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Making all these shots count. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the field.
They may be tired, but that tired, their fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition.
Big double leg, double change. Gotta be careful here.
Going for that patented rear naked choke now. Oh, that rear naked choke attempt is tight.
He's up. What's the defense on display? The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. Great ground and pound by this man.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Oh, nice transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense. Defensively, you switch position and you go right on the offensive. That's exactly what he did.
Hey, stop.
Okay, we're sticking with the game plan. You know, it's a beautiful thing, but we're just not setting up those shots. Your takedowns are looking sloppy. We gotta set them up.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third and final round here.
Oh, that one landed, yep.
Just misses there with the left. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combination with the kick.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom... Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position.
Oh, heavy shots raining down. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
He's effective with straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yeah.
Straight right is there. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight. Oh, nice.
Right into side control. Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. Chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast
tape. John, you know I love popcorn.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 29-27, 29-28. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Ben Funky!
All right, well, nothing to argue about that performance. It does go to the scorecards, but an easy decision to render at that for my money. Just a dominant performance, bell to bell, for the wrestler here tonight.
He did a great job. I mean, he was out there controlling the fighter. And look, John, when you match up this type of fight, when you look at a wrestler versus a boxer, and the guy has a great skill set on the feet, you expect the wrestler to win. You expect him to be able to get takedowns and dominate. Tonight, not only did he dominate, he got the finish. It's exactly what he was looking for.
Tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Carla the Matrix Phillips. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Tim
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. And a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200. I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
That was a solid punch.
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. Wow, what a kick.
Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, nice body kick. Another big body kick lands.
Nice jab to the head by Elliott. The takedown is not there. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one. Nice jab by Tim Elliott. And now he goes with the combination of punches to the head, potentially some concussive damage here.
I mean, absolutely concussive damage. Landing all those strikes to the head. He's very accurate, he's very fast, and he has a real confidence every time he throws his punches. Nice punch landed over the top.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Tim Elliott thus far. All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do.
Nice transition.
Elliott gets back up. Looks like he's dealing with a cut above the eye here. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Oh, effective use of the jab by Elliott.
Got tagged a couple times. Nice combo up top.
All right, so a good series of kicks by him there. He has mixed it up beautifully, I think, on the feet tonight.
He is kicking everywhere tonight. He's doing a fantastic job.
Level change there, goes for the takedown.
He passes to half guard.
Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Elliott. Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. 5 minutes in the books. All right, that's the end of the round, so the complexion of this one may have changed a little bit. You see the cut above his eye sustained in that round. One of the best cut men in the business. He'll get in there and try to close it up before it becomes a bigger issue than it already is. Well, he's done a real good job attacking that cut above the eye, and here is your visual proof.
I mean, John, just devastating. These blows were amazing. He was able to land at will, and he opened up a nasty cut over the eye of his opponent. Now he's got to target it. And every time he lands, that blood will start to pour down into the eye, making it real hard to fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
That shot blocked by Tim Elliott. Both guys appeared to land there. Just out of range with that right hand. Oh, flying knee to the dome piece. Nice body shot there. Overhand left. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, my goodness.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. good.
Big ground and pound.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it. Great submission defense on display tonight.
This works. Come on.
And now he's got the back. 20 seconds to go.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Great job. Dominating that last round with ground control. We want to keep that going. Let's get this fight to the ground as soon as possible. Get that down.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready? You ready?
And we are back for our third and final round. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you got to really switch it up. What corner was able to relay that message to their fighter better in the 3 round. Oh, this is big. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. Just out of the range with that right hand.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Elliott's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here.
Nice block there.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Unable to land with that punch.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Takes his back now. And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you're in the nice tap one, it'll be right on the spot.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. Elliott's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, big elbow. Well, the strike lands there, but doesn't do a ton of damage because the fighter's cooked.
Yeah, he's done. He's thrown everything with absolute power. And now it does not matter how many times you jam on that X button, it will not do any damage. Another big takedown.
What a fight as we go the full 15 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised to see them run it back at some point in the future. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Kyler the Matrix Phillips!
All right, so it goes into the books as a win by decision. You know how well-rounded he is, and even though he didn't get the finish, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back.
I mean, this is about as good as it gets without getting the finish.
Yeah.
He was dominant. He controlled every situation, and he gets his hand raised tonight. Congratulations.
Our tale of the tape for this flyweight fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Azul Zulfikar Amemaya!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
He will likely go down as one of the best bantamweights in UFC history. The UFC bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw. You know about his relationship with Dwayne Bang Ludwig, one of the better Muay Thai striking games in the sport. TJ Dillashaw will be looking to put it on the opposition here tonight.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Always busy here in the clinch. Lands a nice punch there. All right, so Dillashaw's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. All right, so early on in the fight, and the BJJ fighter immediately attains the clinch. He told us in this matchup space was not going to be his friend, and he closed it nicely there.
And he's not level changing to shots, John. He's not shooting to your legs. He needs to be chest to chest so he can use his trips and his length to try to get this fight to the ground. Mission accomplished. Big punch lands through the middle.
Well, this striker has come out swinging early, and you know his style is based on aggression, and largely it's worked out for him tonight.
It worked out phenomenally. He's fighting exactly as he needs to if he wants to win this fight.
We cross the midpoint in round 1. Able to connect with a beautiful jab. All right, he engages in a seated collar tie here.
Great job finding an opening and landing a beautiful punch from the punch. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Nice straight punch there. Well, lands a good series of kicks there, DC. It really didn't take him long to get a good beat on his opponent.
He figured the timing, now he's been driving kick after kick into his opponent. Beautiful body kick.
Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws his punch.
Back and forth we go. All right, good to see TJ Dillashaw have a productive round here as we come down the tail end of it. And it's been his striking that has really been on point tonight, DC.
And TJ Dillashaw is
Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
Beautiful combination there by Dillashaw. Well, still plenty of time to go here in round 1, but what a start for this man tonight. Aggressive to a fault. 15 seconds remain in the round. Dillashaw's eye is closing up. Round 2 is next.
You're going to come hard, so he's going to be ready.
All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here.
Beautiful body kick.
Bang, Muay Thai on full display here. Dillashaw, a really good flow here, DC. Oh, nasty cut there, right on the bridge of the nose.
Big knee lands.
Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Oh, nice single, yes.
Making all these shots count.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Well, no surprise to see him rinse and repeat as he continues to target that swelling upstairs.
Targeting that swollen eye, getting back after him, making it work, and recognizing that, hey, this is my path. It's working, I'm going to stay on.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Well, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back tomorrow morning. He has landed a ton of significant strikes, and really a guy who has been a monster in the gym, finally putting it together here in the office.
Go home and admire your work. It doesn't take till the next morning. He's going back to the room right now and firing up the video to look at beauty in action. And he was the one causing all the action.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike. Oh, big shots raining down.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. 20 seconds left. Oh, big shot. Gets the win by TKO.
Holy.
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's going to be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Azul Zulfikar Amirbayev.
Well, could you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stands because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop till he got that TKO.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Sergey Polarbear Spivak! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Curtis Racer
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
So with Curtis Blades, he has been quick on pursuit of the takedown in past UFC appearances, but how will he approach this challenge here tonight? His striking has improved leaps and bounds since his UFC debut. He figures to be bringing a lot of different weapons to the table here tonight. Spivak's in half guard now.
Nice reversal on the ground. Great job. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position. Oh, nice punch there by Blades.
Double jab there by Curtis Blades. Oh, single collar tie here.
Well, the one thing about throwing jabs is that when you throw a jab, you kind of set your lead leg because you're trying to extend on the jab. If a person has good timing on leg kicks, they will land almost every time. So you got to be careful. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Setting up a sub here.
Oh, that's getting deep.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, great submission defense. Just over 2 minutes to go. Right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep. Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Drops down inside the...
He's setting up a sub attempt.
Oh, that's tight. Those last 5 minutes. Are you kidding me?
Okay, forget about that round. That round's gone. You need to make it up big time. Got to rely on your wrestling. Okay, you're just not setting anything up.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see 2 high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage. The other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are 2 of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
Second round underway. Nice straight right lands. Well, he hasn't thrown any strikes to the body so far in this fight, and he's making the job of his opponent easier. I think he's got to start mixing things up, throwing some shots to the body, because at least at this point, his opponent is only expecting shots up top. Now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it. He's coming high, and now he's going full mount.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Sergey Spivak. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Oh, big shots from the top.
Getting them out here. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Posture. Pretty good ground and pound by. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground. They're in a ton of trouble right now.
Kick there as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find a strike to end the night.
Well, he's got his back now.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way. Oh, my goodness.
So what a win for him here tonight. He gets it done and gets it done by way of submission. He told us this week, I gotta keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there, and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that, and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Sergey Spivak!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale. Get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Michael Morales! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Rafael dos Anjos.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, Rafael dos Anjos has bounced around a little bit. Rafael Cordero, Evolve MMA. He's trained with Freddie Roach in the past, and we'll see if there's an uptick in the power here tonight. Naturally powerful guy, long-time lightweight in the UFC, former champion. Now as a welterweight, will that power translate up to 170 pounds? We'll find out here in short order. All right, early action here. Every round begins on the feet, and a nice job by the boxer there to get that uppercut home.
Just knowing that that's a strike that can be effective in this particular matchup. He went to it early. It was successful. Look for him to go to it again. I mean, these guys are letting it fly. What a pace that they're fighting at.
Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Just misses with the jab there. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Well, a few guys in the game mix up their striking and their wrestling as well as Rafael Dos Anjos, but he goes for the takedown here early, DC, and he gets it.
Well, and when he's fighting his best, he is securing takedowns early, and the takedowns come off the pressure. RDA is one of those pressure fighters that puts you on your heels immediately, and he tries to overwhelm you. But it all starts with his ability to get the fight to the ground.
Back to his feet, good sign for him there. Pretty good job blocking that attempt. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Under 90 seconds to go, round one. Calf kick lands, and it is starting to bruise now.
Dude's got to check these kicks. He's not going to be able to fight too long if he doesn't.
And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Oh, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep feinting out little punches with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
Pulls out for the end of round one. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kick and stick at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. That was a big check.
Back and forth we go. Trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick. Oh, nasty cut right on the bridge of the nose. He is bleeding.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick. That was a nice takedown, yes.
Lands the ground strike. Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
He's looking to finish, John.
Ooh, that submission looks tight. Oh, from the Kimura to the armbar now. And there's the tap! Coming up huge tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission, and he squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Rafael Dos Anjos.
Well, it's been a career full of shining moments for the former UFC lightweight champion Rafael dos Anjos. He produces another one here tonight. And now I think you can start to talk about RDA as a potential two-division champion. Started to do some of his best work since moving up to 170 pounds. This is a dangerous out for anyone in this welterweight division, and he certainly proved as much here tonight. All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Aaron and now introducing an opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Thug Rose Namajunas.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
March 20th, 1979 was the day. Here we are some 40-plus years later, and Daniel Ryan Cormier celebrating his birthday octagon side. Man, they call your number, you show up. I know you're broken. Here you are on birthday, man.
Happy birthday to me, Snakey Jonathan. Hey, I'm here to earn the tax. I always take some money. They say, I use this team. That is my motto. John, I don't get tired. On my birthday, I come back. That's all. In the half guard.
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. All right, she's got her in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the bottom fighter, nothing advantageous about it.
It's not a good position to be in when you're in the bottom position. You've got to try to force some sort of improvement. Oh, look, she got a dart.
She's got the Darce choke locked in.
She's got it. I think she's got it.
Oh, no way.
It's over.
No way. She got out.
Wow, that's tremendous. That is tremendous. That is beautiful awareness by this young lady to stay out of that Darce choke.
Namajunas gets back up again. Nicely done. Big right hand there. She continues to circle towards the left. Namajunas starting to enter that flow state with her jab. Blanchfield's cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip just opened up.
Beautiful kick legs.
2 minutes to go. Well, in the clinch, but she's staying active. Beautiful punch to the head there. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard. That was a slick transition.
Blanchfield's looking for that arm triangle now. Oh, she's got the arm triangle locked in tight.
She's got it in deep now.
Oh, she got out. How good is that? Namajunas gets back up. Good sign for her there. Nice job by her there to land, get another takedown. I got to think if Gilroy High School wrestling practice next week, they're going to be watching this film.
I mean, we will show it. I will pull out the projector, put it up on the wall, and say this is how you secure takedowns in a big environment. The state tournament has nothing on what this young lady's going through.
Well, hard to see. Oh, she goes right back to the wall. Another submission attempt here. Oh, she's got an arm triangle here, and it looks tight.
She got out again.
Work.
Outstanding back and forth first round. All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round, but not before damage was done. She was cut on her cheek from the strike in that round, and now the focus for the cut man, shutting that thing and making sure it doesn't become a factor here moving forward. Well, she absorbed way too many damaging strikes in that previous round. We'll see if we can isolate the replay that caused the cut.
Yeah, she was on the receiving end of a beating, man. It did not look competitive, and when you get hit with shots like this, big shots, shots that matter, you start to show damage. That cut opened up, and she is really struggling with it now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. She blocked that punch. Well, if you're watching her compete for the first time, you're wondering if the commentators know what they're talking about. We told you all about her ground game, her BJJ credentials, and yet not a single takedown attempt.
Not one attempt. You know, you can tell me a lot of things in the build to a fight. But if you'd have told me she would not have attempted a takedown, I would have called you a liar right to your face. But to this point, she has not even level changed. She is fighting a different type of fight tonight, one that we have not seen from her in the octagon before. Nice.
All right, into full guard here, DC. Where does she go from here?
She needs to be passing. Right away passing. Trying to pass to get good ground and pound off.
Oh, she's got her back.
Just work on standing this up. You need to work.
Under 3 minutes now here in round 2. She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck to finish the fight with a choke.
Well, on paper, she had a decided grappling advantage coming in, and whether it comes to the takedowns, the ground control, that is exactly how it has played out tonight.
She's doing a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job of getting the fight exactly where she needs it to be. Not many people can dominate an opponent in the way that she has to this point.
Well, far be it from me to tell her what to do, but at this point, she's really got to start to think about mixing it up, throw some shots to the body. Those are the strikes that are going to slow her opponent down. Oh, she's looking to set up that head kick. No good.
Oh, nice.
Oh, she landed a flush knee there, DC. Her opponent doesn't want to eat too many of those.
You can see her opponent grimace because she felt that one. She really felt that knee.
Just out of range with that right hook. Well, she lands the strike there, but safe to say DC. She's had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down. Get another one to finish the fight. Oh! Oh, beautiful level change.
All right, full guard now, DC, and just because she has the top position does not mean she is not in imminent danger.
Oh, she's in danger at all moments whenever she's in the full guard because they have so many different submission attempts that they can throw up at you. So she needs to pass. By passing the half guard, already eliminates a vast majority of those submissions. Move to half guard, then continue to try to advance to either get off great ground and pound or just positional advantages in the grappling. Boom, body kick right there, landed perfect.
All right, let's check out some of the action in that previous round, DC. She certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns and some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to defend before she can secure her takedown.
Fighter lands a jab. Oh, she got a nasty head kick home there. Thug Rose gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition. Wow, huge head kick. All right, so we're on the feet at least for now, but you gotta think at least for
great time on that double leg.
Blanchfield's in half guard. All right, right into side control now. We'll see if she can dole out some damage. A lot of fighters would prefer that. Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Wow, looked like the arm might end the fight. Instead, she gets out.
It was over, and that's so discouraging for the opponent to survive something like that. Hats off to the young lady in the submission defense.
Just over 3 minutes. straight punch, and now her opponent's firmly on the ropes.
But she can't take pictures now. She has to react. She has to go chase the finish.
Well, her striking has been great tonight. Rocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of discipline.
Oh, my goodness, here again.
Oh, big left hook there. Just unable to quite find that range. Wakefield just got full mount now.
Beautiful submission attempt by this grappler.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, she's out, and I don't mean unconscious. How did she escape? Namajunas gets back up here. Oh, big diving punch to the head. So look at this, DC. She's got her in rubber guard. I know we've seen a lot of Eddie Bravo pupils employ this with pretty good success in the UFC. What are you trying to do, though, here if you're that fighter?
If I'm in the rubber guard, I'm trying to really slow you down and hope that you make the mistake so I can get off one of those submissions that will always keep you on the highlight reel. A go-go plata, an omoplata, just things that we don't see much, but when they happen, everybody loses their mind.
She's got her back now. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Oh, she made that one count. That is how you finish a fight. Both athletes emptying the tanks down the stretch as we go the distance here in this arena tonight. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Aaron Cold-Blooded
All right, so she finally cracks a smile there. She gets her hand raised by unanimous decision, and certainly at times looked like maybe the finish would materialize. It didn't. Nonetheless, she gets a W, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
If you were waiting for that smile, it wasn't going to happen until the fight was over. Now she can relax a little bit as she wins a unanimous decision. I thought that this was one of her best performances to date.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and Ultimate Fighter season winner and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Forrest And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Carlos Black Jack Oliver!
Ready to fight? Ready.
Good to have you with us tonight from T-Mobile Arena, the home of the NHL's Vegas Golden Knights, and the building in which DC shocked some of the MMA world at UFC 226, but this venue will always have a special place for you.
This venue holds a special place in my heart. UFC 226, I became the double champion. This is a fight venue that you should want to compete in. A great arena where you can make history. Tonight you get your chance.
Pretty strong jab there by Griffin. What a wild start to this fight, unless, of course, you like defense.
What a great fight. So,
back to the feet now. combination.
That's a right hand.
Watch out. Connections right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
3 minutes and counting to go here in round one. Griffin's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am.
This is not as dangerous as it used to be in fighting. You know, before, guys are trying to sit in that full guard. Right now, it's just more dangerous for you on top because guys have so many submissions that they can attempt from this position.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
Oh, man.
Oh, the straight hand lands flush to the body by Griffin.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
We'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue.
20 seconds left. Clean with the right hook.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
All right, that's the end of the round. Griffin's corner now. We'll take a look at that lip. The cut man is in, and you got to tighten that up. It's really starting to bleed now. We'll see if it rears its ugly head as this fight continues. All right, so Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Alistair Overeem. It is not, but let us look back at some of the replays from that round because there's a cut on the lip now that he's got to deal with.
As long as I never got to see nothing like that again in my entire life, I'm okay calling fights. And this cut is not that, but it was the perfect shot that landed in the right spot that opened up that cut on the lip.
All right, so we will see if the cut man can do anything about that, and for the fighter try to raise his guard and be more sound defensively in this next round. 1-2 there by Griffin.
Look at the whip action.
Huge strike lands there. Somehow his opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
He got hurt again.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Effective jab there by Griffin.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here.
Jeez, you can hear that.
That'll do it! Holy smokes! Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, here now Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 36 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout,
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St. Pierre! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Michael
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, pretty favorable matchup here for the all-time great George Rush St. Pierre. He's already in the UFC Hall of Fame, but not resting on his laurels. Believes that the jab is going to be the key tonight, and eventually that will set up his takedowns and potentially a fight-ending choke. But George St. Pierre sees a lot of advantages in this welterweight matchup tonight. And he blocks the shot there. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Frantic pace early on to this one. All right, early action here. We'll see how soon George St. Pierre can get one of his patented takedowns, but it all works off of the jab that you saw right there.
It does. I mean, he has a beautiful jab, and I've seen him do so much damage with that jab. You know, I keep calling back to fights, but I remember him and Josh Koscheck. The moment the fight started, bang, jab, broken over the bone. Koscheck in Canada, fight's over. George St. Pierre does not throw a range-finding jab. He throws that jab with the
Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, big left hand! St. Pierre going for the head kick. No dice.
He hurt him again.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Great punch landed with so much power.
2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, he's in a world of trouble now. Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh, my goodness! This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. That was a
back to the feet. Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Push kick there to the body.
hurt bad.
Herstein steps in. What a fight. Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. The official decision is inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 24 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Michael
Well, there he is, the man of the hour. And you got to think this dude's going to get a serious Instagram push tonight after the win by TKO.
Oh, he's going to get a massive push because he hurt his opponent and he pressed his foot down in the gas until he got that finish. That was amazing.
Practitioners, eating them alive, it's like I needed them for sustenance. I'm out here getting big like they've been feeding me some supplements. Never follow them, but they'll be moving shambolic. My side, I'll be getting money, that's socio-economics. Building on every verse and every segment.
And here is tonight's tale of the tape. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kayla Harrison. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
So here's Amanda Nunes back for more. She can mix it up with any bantamweight in the world, but believes she has some striking advantages in this particular matchup here tonight that she can take advantage of. Let's see if Nunes follows up on those fight week words and puts them into action.
Big double leg, double change.
In full guard now, DC, and I know when you're in this position, you're looking to pass the half guard pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely. Trying to get the half guard so I can start to get off ground and pound. This is exactly what she needs to do. Not only does it get you to a position to get off ground and pound, it also takes a lot of the danger away from your opponent off of their back. Half guard is not nearly as dangerous as full guard, so get the half, land some ground and pound, get posture, and then continue to dominate on the ground.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Just over 3 minutes to go, round 1. Side control.
And now she's in mount.
Attempting a choke now. Ooh, looks like she's got the arm triangle choke locked in tight.
A lot of pressure on this choke, John.
Oh, that's got to be it. And there it is!
Oh, my goodness!
Takes the judges out of it. Gets the finish. Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight. She scrambled well in this fight, and she had to exercise some patience there a little bit, but once she found an opening, the tap came shortly thereafter. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling game.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her, and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
Here's the Buff with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 43 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, Kayla Harrison.
Well, really nice to see this young woman get a chance to exhale as she celebrates with her coaches. You've won world titles in 2 divisions, but you're not calling your shot the way she is. She said, I'm going to win this fight by submission, and it goes into the books just that way.
That's so much confidence to put yourself out on a limb like that. Nobody is brave enough to say, I'm going to do it here, here, or here. She did exactly that and got that submission. Her star will only shine brighter after this performance.
he is the Funk Master, Aljamain Sterling. We talk so much about the state of this 135-pound division, how it's never been stronger, and yet this guy's starting to distance himself from the pack a little bit. Outstanding grappler, and more often than not, he's going to have a big advantage in that one.
Yeah, that's one of the things that separates Aljamain, is that he's one of those guys that tells you what he's going to do, and then he goes and he does it. Nothing's more discouraging for a fighter than to know what you have to defend and still not be able to defend it. Aljamain Sterling is a beast.
Now, he did hint to us in the fighter meeting that he thought he could win this fight without chaining takedowns, so perhaps we'll see a strike-heavy approach here from Sterling early. We shall see. Aljamain Sterling has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. Well, some would argue that the former champion Petr Yan is the greatest fighter in UFC history to have actually lost 3 fights in a row. This man has either been champion or #1 contender for much of his UFC career. He's got that patented high shelf. He's one of the best boxers in the UFC, and if you are looking for a boxer to cross over to the sport of boxing in this era of super fights and realize success, you can do a whole lot worse than Petr Yan. He doesn't really have much interest in that right now. He wants to get back to undisputed greatness, and he's got a good opportunity in this matchup tonight to do just that. Petr Yan steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Bantamweight Champion, Aljamain Funk Master Sterling. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Bantamweight Champion, Petr
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Back on March 20th in 1979, the professional sports world would be effectively changed forever because in Lafayette, Louisiana that day, a baby boy came out. His name was Daniel Bryan Cormier, and he would go on to become a 2-time U.S. Olympian, 2-division UFC champion. His future's in the Hall of Fame. His present, though, is his birthday today.
If you can't see me, I'm tapping my heart right now. Thank you, John. That's beautiful. You are the best at introducing people. My Hall of Fame speech, you better be the one up there introducing me.
On it.
My man.
Fast pace here in the early going.
That is a damaging kick that lands. Lands a nice leg kick.
Oh, and another leg kick lands flush, and now you're starting to see visible damage on that lead leg of his opponent.
Visible damage, and you see him starting to make mistakes now in his defenses because his leg is so beat up. It's red, it's all beat up, he's limping, he's turning away. There are so many things that he is doing wrong now because of the leg damage he has taken.
25 total strikes have landed for Aljamain Sterling. The cardio and the conditioning of Petr Yan is just absurd. I mean, this fight has just been a great showcase for him in all respects of mixed martial arts. Uppercut lands. This striker has come out swinging, and he's a very aggressive guy, but you got to be careful, I would think, to not overextend yourself.
Yeah, you would think you got to slow down, but not this guy. This guy knows that he can secure finishes on the feet, or he gets taken out to his back. But ideally for him, he wants to be knocking guys out.
Really finding the kicking range now. Another one lands there. Nice punch there by Petr Yan. Oh, punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Well, you saw us referencing the tail to tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. And that one certainly found the target.
Another punch to the head.
Big strikes continue to land. Oh, that's a big right hand that got through. Oh, with authority, the body. Big right hand. Oh, big shots getting through.
Oh, look at that.
What a round. How good was that? What a round it was for him, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper. And it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent. Big shot to the head.
All right, DC, perhaps this will be the round in which the wrestler actually goes for a takedown. He's not even feinting shots thus far.
It's crazy because the takedown set up the striking. He is limiting himself.
Place shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to... Back to his feet. Huge right hand! Oh, another heavy shot gets through. And that'll do it! What a fight. Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight. And the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs. And when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. Let's get it inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 16 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Petr Yan.
Well, you got to start to ask the question, what is it going to take to dethrone this fighter at 135 pounds? He was on his game tonight as he produces the TKO in defense of his